Hey, we're here with Ross Lane,
Hello.
Mr. First DABL Locals. Let's go. What did you do today?
I did well. I came first. I went completely undefeated. It was freaking class. I played a bunch of mirror matches. The deck is
The entire
so,
top
so
four
good.
was Tearlaments, by
Yeah,
the
it
way.
certainly was. Yeah, in the finals were actually mirror match as well. It was a really fantastic mirror match. I think there's some certain text and certain lines you have to know, and I think if you know those, you can out pretty much any board. But let's talk about it. Let's
I
go
was
through it.
near you and I heard Dweller about 5 times.
Yeah.
I was like, how is that a nice mirror match? But okay.
Dweller doesn't matter in this deck at all. Don't worry about it.
So there we go. Okay,
we'll
cool.
talk about it now, okay?
Look at
So-
this nice regional mat. We didn't get your deck profile for the regional
Yeah.
that you top, but
It
I
was,
wanted to.
It was
so.
it was pure tier. It was hand traps.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. It's lovely. This is also like a pure tier deck, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so we'll start off. It's usual stuff. We got 3 of all the
Three
tiers.
of all of them, yeah.
You gotta run all 3. They are amazing, beautiful, heart and soul of the deck. Keep track of your bloody tiers, or else you will lose. Use
Did
a
you
dice.
see what the one of the guys is doing at the...
2, 3.
I like that.
It's beautiful.
I thought that was a
I love
clever
it.
idea.
Yeah, it's actually adapted from him.
I'm really
I thought it was a
surprised the
good
judge didn't. Was like, not. You
idea.
can't do that. But
I mean, you can once you say they're not counters and they're up here, it's fine.
But I thought it was really clever. Yeah. It was
Yeah, it's really good. Only 2 hand traps, quote unquote,
Yeah.
are 2 Ghost Bell.
Interesting.
I was running 2 effect failures,
Okay.
which was great for the biscuit stuff, but I think these are really, really good for stopping mirror matches for tiers, and stopping bisted mirror matches, and stopping crows, stopping anything that tries to banish your stuff from your
Yeah.
grave before you go off.
I do like that.
As well as
And
that.
it's kind of unexpected. I don't think many people are just
Yeah.
like, looking at just Bell. Like, but
Yeah, and this is
gonna be coming-
I want to call this a flex spot as such.
Sure.
Because you side these out going into game 2 because
Okay.
people expect them, so they chain block and stuff.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, that's we'll address that in a second.
Cool.
Then we have these 3 beautiful boys. Oh my goodness.
Oh, you're playing Jerusalem as well, yeah.
Damn right, they're so good. Oh my god. Okay, so
And you want to search actually.
I don't know how much y'all know about these cards. Hopefully it's a lot. But this guy searches these. These guys searches this.
Yes.
And this guy banishes on the field when he leaves the field, so you
Yeah.
can link off with them.
It sends to grave. Yeah.
Sends the grave, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's just really good.
But it's a targeted one, so they
Yeah, yeah.
usually baits out negates. You can usually special summon like first thing, first turn, and attack into like a Barone or something.
Yep.
To get like the target pop, and he has to negate it because it needs the body. Then you just go off on your turn. It's great. It's
Exactly.
fantastic. I love it. Bisted stuff, so good for this deck. They're honorary tiers, and I'll show you why in a reason we actually deck. We run.
That was just some degenerate.
Exactly. We run 2 of these boys.
They just
so,
want me to edit this video. God.
Okay.
Oh, look at this one.
Yeah, honorary tier. Oh my god, so good. So I don't know if you want to see the combo in a minute, but
Yeah, we
basically
might too.
the opening combo, if you open Brandon High Spirits, you end on such a disgusting board. So this card, so good. You can normal summon it, try to activate your tiers in your hand, whatever else. You can send tiers from your hand to the grave, and then you can trigger their effects in the grave, and you get off their effects. Same with Kick Hallows, just so good. And it's a quick effect, so during your opponent's turn, you can use the dodge effects as well. I run both of these. Some people don't run both of them. One people just either run this or this. I think 2 is necessary.
There's nothing wrong with it because that's still an upstart goblin at the end of the day.
Exactly,
So.
and you like getting into your hand because it's searchable off of these.
Oh, it's a dragon. Yeah.
It's a dragon. It's
Ooh,
so
boy,
good.
I never even thought of that.
Yeah, it's just
That's hilarious.
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
exactly,
very good.
exactly. So we run.
People don't think of these things.
Exactly. Oh, I'm not people. So we have 2 Scream,
Okay.
which is standard quote, not really standard. Most people run 3, but I think 2 is comfortable. I think it's perfect to pair with this.
Oh, you're playing Heartbeat.
2 heartbeats in the main. So 2 heartbeats in the main because they.
I'm going to overlay the Heartbeat theme song
Yeah.
from that show.
Oh my god, by Buddy Holly.
Heartbeat. Yeah.
That's so good. So this guy, these 2 cards, they search and recover traps from the grave. And we do run the traps. We run 2 crime and 2 Solic.
Bro, what?
So
You're meaning crime?
you're damn right I'm meaning crime.
I didn't realize. I played against you
Yeah,
in
yeah.
this game, but I didn't see that at all. What the heck?
It came up so many times today. It's just so good, right? So you know you don't want to overcommit, right? So if your turn 1 is like kind of meh in your hand, maybe you have 1 tier, you normal summon the tier, you set your traps, and that's it. Or which I did against David.
Yeah, it's becoming a mid-range thing.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think so, yeah.
It's sort of control if you think about it, but it is mid-range. You're right.
Yeah, yeah.
So you set this and you pass turn, you pop your card in your hand, and you go off from there. It's really good. These guys, if you mill them, they search to recover traps in the grave. And a lot of people don't like it, but for my play style, I built it for me, and
Yeah.
it works so well because I know exactly what I'm going to be doing. Something's always happening in the grave when I mill something, you know?
Yep.
So that's what you want to do. And I think
Love it.
those are perfect resources for the control sort of deck that it is. And then we play 3 Imperm. Yagata, it's one of the best hand traps in the game. Currently, right now, it stops your Kikalos from going off. It ends turns
Wait a
at
minute.
that point in time. Yeah?
What did you say earlier?
What about it?
These are the only hand traps I play.
It's a hand trap, shut up. So it's fine, whatever, it's cool. Surprise, it's a trap.
It's more hand traps.
It's more hand traps, and then of course we run the
best
the field
cards.
spells, this guy, and of course the best card in the entire deck.
Yours are
Brandon
super
High
nice.
Spirits.
Very good.
So nice.
Good cards.
So I'll show you the combo after I show you the extra deck. But
You actually, like, if you have like an Ash Blossom, you're kind of forced to Ash this because
Yeah.
of how absolutely broken it is.
Absolutely
you
have
know?
to. It's so good. It starts all your combos. If you do that, you end on Rukalos and a Barone, which is starting with 1 tier in this in your hand. And if you have any other tier in your hand, you can just hopefully combo off of that if they stop you.
Yeah.
For the extra deck, we run obviously the Barone.
Yep.
And its buddy, Rukalos.
Yeah.
We run this guy, who's a fiend. That's important for later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. That's like Chekhov's gun here.
I run 2 of these guys. I used to run 1, and I liked it at 1, especially with the hand trap variant or the danger variant because you recycle so much. But 2 is necessary in a pure deck because you go through it like you wouldn't believe. Especially in your opening combo, you get stopped, you're fucked. That's your basic tier lineup. Your fusions, you have these 2 guys. These 3, sorry. So these are your recyclable ones. You always go into them every game. You always send them, bounce them.
The gang's all here for
the
this
gang's
ones,
all
yeah.
here, exactly. Garura is just ridiculous. It gets you draws. And apparently drawing is good in this game.
Yes.
We run a Zeus, which I think...
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I will cut it for Spright Sprint or...
Oh, yeah.
Or...
When you get one.
When I get one.
When you get one.
Yeah, we run the Abyss Dweller, the Time Thief. Time Thief is unbelievably good. We run a little tech card here because we run so many 6s. We run a Beatrice.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Wait, you only run like 4.
5.
What's
Garura.
Oh, Garura is a 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the Beatrice.
Because if you send the Garura off this, it still works.
That's
'cause
clever.
Yeah. So it starts your combos and it sends the tech card, which you'll see in a second.
Yeah,
This is really fucking fantastic, really good. If you're really stuck, you overlay into this and you just go off. You can attack with it over into Zeus and it's good. The links,
I think you're adding a lot of utility. Sorry, I had to sneeze.
all good. Utility and starters are all what this deck is about. It's all about disruption. If you have this field spell, you're laughing. So you have your 3 links. I feel like this is mostly standard. Some people run the IP as well, but this guy.
I think I would have assumed you'd need IP for this one.
That's for when you want to do it in your opponent's turn. That's fine.
Yeah.
But like, if you want to, you see, we run such a mid-range deck that if you end on the IP, that's your board, right?
Yeah.
That's generally what you have, and that doesn't get you into your tier fusions, whatever else. But this card, if you are really stuck against a towers monster, will allow you to just get rid of it, and that's why I run it. That's literally it. There's no other use for it really, because your deck can handle pretty much anything else in the meta.
Nice.
So we have the side deck here. This card is MVP in the mirror match. Just like, why not?
What do you do? Send Kit?
Not Kit. So Kit is the obvious answer here, but in the mirror match, you want to send Dweller, or you want to send.
Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Or you want to send the Rukalos.
Okay, fair.
And that's usually what you want to get rid of, because that stops your Brandon combo, your Brandon High Spirits combos, and just makes it a dead card.
And everyone's going to be playing that card.
Everyone's going to be playing that card. So yeah, so you run 3 of those to stop
Nice.
that. 2 Fenrir. That's the flex spot. So the 2 Fenrir, you get rid of the 2 ghost spells and you slide this in. Because if you're going second,
Makes it second, yeah.
yeah, or if you're even going first, so you just summon it and you just pass turn. You're like, it's a great card, can't fault it. 3 super poly. Card is great in the rogue matchups. Like if you go up against heroes, it just ends them. Like you just can't play with this. They just end on DPE and another dark monster. You're just like, yep, we're good. So you gotta run it. I don't want to. I like the card, but you know you gotta run it. I run 2 of these for time.
Oh no.
If you draw it, you draw it. If you don't, you don't. That's fine. Whatever. It's cool. I run 3 evenly matched. If someone builds a board, you just go into battle phase, use it to bait negates, clear boards, all good stuff against freaking back row decks. which we didn't see any today, so we're good. Now we have
drum roll, please.
Oh my god! We have some tech cards here. So we run Muckraker.
Muckraker, isn't it?
Muckraker from the Underworld. Sorry, I'm a pleb.
And
I'm Invader of Darkness.
Oh.
So what's important about this is that this card, the Invader of Darkness, is a fiend, and this card special summons fiends from the grave. So if excuse me, if through some happenstance, I've lost my voice.
Yeah.
If through some happenstance,
I'll edit.
Thank you.
1, 2, 3, edit and stuff. Okay, let's go back to it. If through some
happenstance you get your Invader of Darkness in the grave, you use Muckraker. Its effect is to special summon a fiend from the grave. Its cost is that. So you don't actually discard for cost, you send for effect. So you send another tier name, you special summon this in grave, it turns off all quick play spells of your opponent. So goodbye Runicks, goodbye Spright matchups, goodbye Brandon High Spirits. It turns off so
goodbye
much.
Super Poly.
Goodbye Super Poly. Like, what the fuck? It's so good.
Yeah.
And then you're locked into fiends for the rest of the turn. But then you go into the beautiful, the wonderful, the gorgeous.
Remember that Chekhov's gun earlier?
Yeah.
Guess what? It's coming back, baby, and it's
your
shooting
turn.
you dead.
Exactly. It's so freaking good.
So you can summon Kaleido Heart. So
yeah. That's for the rest of the turn. So
this is like last thing you do.
Last thing you do.
So
it's 2 effect monsters.
This is if you're going first, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And sometimes you can use it to like they don't expect it, right? So you just make the 2, go into it, bring this card back, and they try to negate it, and you can try and play around that or do whatever else. But it works. It comes up. It came up maybe like once today. But it comes out of nowhere, and I think this tech it's so much fun.
It's like basically, it seems like Tearlaments has now gotten its own mannequin cat.
In
some ways, that's the way I kind of phrase it.
Yeah, and I think it's really, really powerful. So
nice.
I promised I would show you the Brandon High Spirits combo.
Yeah.
So these are the cards you need. We'll start off with Brandon High Spirits and any tier name in hand except for Reinhardt.
Yeah.
You need a dark, you need an aqua. That's where you go. So the combo starts. We'll put these over here. This is in deck.
Yep.
So you activate Brandon High Spirits. They'll say, nah, it's fine. Work away. You reveal this, and you're like, okay. Send a Rukalos, and then you search the Cartesia into your hand.
Yep.
So the Cartesia now is in your hand, and you activate the effect in your draw phase of Havness.
Yep.
You use the effect of Havness to fuse with this guy to make your Kikalos.
Kikalos effect.
So Kikalos effect on someone to search another tier name.
Yeah.
It can be literally anything.
Probably Merly or whatever.
But probably Merly, yeah. So you get the Merly into your hand, and you're good. So here you go into your main phase 1, and you normal summon the Cartesia.
Yep.
I like to activate the Kikalos effect. So I declare it, I say targeting this monster, because they know I have a Merly in hand, and they're like, oh, that's the combo, I'll imperm this. And I'm like, no, I'll just Blazing Cartesia, quick effect, fuse. And they're like, oh shit! So
oh no, what am I gonna do?
I send both of these to grave, and then I mill 5, and I summon out a Rukalos. So now I'm nib proof.
Yep.
I can no longer be nibbed. So this card effect will happen, and so it goes chain link 1 to fuse, chain link 2 to mill 5. So you mill 5.
Yep.
Whatever happens, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, because you've already got the ones you need. You actually plan to use in grave.
Yeah, exactly. So
to get this guy out.
Exactly.
So it's not gambling.
There's no gambling whatsoever. The only part you are gambling is the 5 mil from this guy. But if that goes off,
but that's only an extension. It's not
Exactly.
actually it's not the main combo.
exactly,
Yeah.
it comes up more than you think. So you return this to extra deck, turn this to the deck, and you special summon out the Garura. So then here you'd synchro into your Barone, draw 1 card, and so you're after milling 5, drawing 1, and this is what you end on.
Yeah, so you've got your nib proof and you've got a Omni-Negate.
Omni-Negate, nib proof, and you can still go off into your regular combos if you have a Sheeran in hand, if you have your field spell, because you've a bajillion ways into all
And you got a
those
draw.
things. And you get a draw. So if you mill any of the traps, if you mill Solic, if you mill another way to search a trap, if you mill literally any way to get into your Sheeran, you can go off. That's why I run so many traps.
And if you mill a Scream, you get your Sulik.
Exactly. So if you mill any of the traps, if you mill anything, any way into additional tier cards, you set them, and you pass turn, and this is usually enough. I've ended on this twice today, just these 2 with a trap set, and it broke the boards and it stopped what do they call them? The rope, the trains.
Oh, Earth Machine and
Earth
stuff.
Machine
is it?
stuff, yeah, which is mixed in with the
Vernisylph, yeah.
Vernisylph. And I stopped those guys. I just stopped them dead. It was fantastic. Beautiful, beautiful cards. With the field spell, you can't beat over this. It's classic. It's amazing. And you don't actually have to send, with this card right here, you don't have to send itself. You can target any tier card on the field. So you send Sullick Search Havness.
Okay, what?
Because this card sends for effect. So you send Sullick that's face up in the field.
It's just this card, yeah.
Yeah, so
it's like Reinhardt then.
Exactly. So if you've spent your Sullick already for the turn, you send the Sullick, search the Havness, and you have yourself another card in hand to special summon and mill a few more to see if you can fuse.
Yeah.
There's so many ways into your combos here. You just want to constantly keep fusing, summoning, recycling, keep going. And at the end of the turn, you still add back this to your hand, by the way.
Off of its own effect, is it?
Off its own effect, because you had sent the Callus at the start of the turn.
And you get Brandon High Spirits.
No, you don't. It's only 1 hour, so it's at the end of the next turn.
Oh, okay.
You can trigger it, because you can only activate it or its effect.
Oh, okay.
So you add back this to your hand. So you have a draw, you have Cartesia, and you have whatever your mills you get. So you end on 2 cards in hand, 2 cards in the field, and you're laughing.
Yeah, so like we basically remove the gambling aspect of this deck.
Exactly.
You open somewhat okay, which is like out of what 12
Yeah.
tier names or 9 useful tier names.
Yeah.
You're laughing at this one.
Exactly.
And it's all in borderline all in draw phase.
Yeah, and you can also use the Bistids to search the Albion, and the Albion searches the Cartesia because you send it to grave, and Cartesia returns to your hand during the end phase because you have fusion monsters sent to your grave that turn. Everything searches and recovers itself, and it's beautiful. I love it so much. It's so consistent, and I'm only looking forward to feckin' Ishizu stuff next.
Nice. Any final words, thoughts, shout-outs, or anything?
Oh my god, I didn't think of that part. Shout out to Gamers World, because we're here now. It's a freaking amazing place. Highest tier locals in Dublin by far. It's so tough. And that's trial by fire here, to be honest. That's why I've gotten as good as I've gotten, I feel. I started at the start of last year, and it's from strength to strength. It's so fucking fantastic. And thanks again to Dave, for doing this profile.
Woo! Cheers.